That's your starting 5. How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingua's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's MINGUA beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. 859-CALL-ASK. In Lexington and now in London.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I'm on a fixed income.
Okay, got it. McBrayer Arena is the site for Lexington Christian Academy as they will take on Mayfield, and we will go courtside to the public address announcer here with the starting lineups. Mayfield comes in, a very good basketball team, and LCA, a very good team. And William, a lot of people talking about this could have been a semifinal game or a championship game. These two teams are so good.
And this game is going to be one of those games that you do not want to miss tonight. It's got every billing as far as a competitive basketball game. You got speed on both sides of the floor. You got size on both sides of the floor. Man, this is going to be awesome. 1 through 5, the starters, you're going to see them match up well, but then you're going to see the bench play a big part in it too.
Here's the public address announcer.
It'll be good.
Turn us down.
Tonight's game features from the 11th region, the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles. And from the 1st region, the Mayfield Cardinals. Fans, please rise and join us as we honor America, its freedom, and those who protect it with the playing of the national anthem.
So there's your starting lineups, and for LCA, it'll be Matthew Johnson, Will Hacker, Baylor Brown, Pierce Dalton, and Kyle Rode. It'll be Connor Guthrie, Kentrell Matthews, the sensational football player. It'll be Deshaun Jones and Cade Neely and Carson Guthrie. I think the early start of this game, William, the first few minutes are going to tell the tale, because I think whoever settles in the earliest is going to win this game.
Oh, I think so too. You like to say, look out for the two Guthrie kids. Carson and Connor, they're very, very good, but also Alonzo Daniel coming off the bench too, Gary.
LCA in the blue, they win the tap. Across the line is Dalton, and a man-to-man being employed now by Mayfield. Left side it goes to Baylor Brown. Back out to Dalton. He's open from three, won't take it. Hacker looking for Kyle Rode. Rode backing in as he's backing in on Guthrie. Out top, Hacker lets a three go, good! Will Hacker starts things off very nicely for LCA. And sorry about that, William. I didn't mean to blow the circuitry there, but Will Hacker knocking down that three. I'll keep it more even-keeled for you.
You're good, man.
Out top, Deshaun Jones. Over it comes to Kentrell Matthews. Remember him from that football game, don't you, William?
I do.
This kid could play some football now.
He can play some basketball, too.
Oh, yeah. 1,000-yard rusher, and I think 800 yards receiving was this young man. He goes over to Guthrie. Connor in the corner. It goes now to Carson Guthrie. Back out, and there's a three-pointer, and it's off the back of the rim and not connected by Matthews, and it'll go out of bounds, and they'll give it back to Mayfield. Boy, he had a good look on that.
He did. You know, Mayfield's one of those teams that can create shots, too, so they're going to find that open man.
Guthrie in the corner, and there's a three-pointer off the mark. Won't go by Connor Guthrie. It's on the floor. Rowe tries to get rid of it, gets it to Hacker. Good hustle by LCA. They lead 3-0 as Hacker knocked down a three just like he did yesterday in the game, William, when he hit a couple threes there early on.
Yep, Hacker loves this gym.
Left side it goes now to Brown. Blocked by the official, and there's a shot went up and no good in the corner there by Mitchell. I was blocked by the official. He's standing right in front of me. He's got to stand somewhere, I understand. Down low, and there's going to be a foul on the shot put up, and the shot was put up by Deshaun Jones, and he'll go to the charity stripe and shoot a couple of free throws. That's a first foul in this ball game against Lexington Christian. They lead at 3-0 with 6:26 to go in the first quarter of the All-A Classic.
This is going to be a classic, I got a feeling.
At the line will be Deshaun Jones. He bends and puts it up and knocks it down.
I want to send a shout out and thank you to C Motors. C Motors for all their support here on this broadcast, helping us pay the rights fee, and the camera guy upstairs.
Second one won't go, but getting it back is Jones. Out to Guthrie, lets the three go, in and out. On the three by Connor Guthrie. 3-1 LCA on top of Mayfield. And, of course, John Kennedy is a Mayfield grad, a good friend of mine, John Kennedy. I know a lot of folks in Mayfield know John. Out front, and there's Dalton's three. Got it. Pierce Dalton makes it 6-1. A great start for the LCA Eagles, particularly from the perimeter, William.
Yeah, Dalton hitting a three already, and Hacker hitting a three already. That's got to be a good start.
That's what you want if you're Nate Valentine. You want other guys other than Kyle Rowe to get you started.
Yeah, because I'm sure Mayfield's going to double-team Kyle as much as they can and try to get him out of the game. You're right, these other guys for LCA's got to step up today.
Guthrie down low, Neely, and that shot put up and in by Cade Neely. Tough shot by Neely. 6-3. You like this guy, don't you, William? Cade Neely.
I do. You know, he's one of those guys that can make things happen inside the paint.
And there's Matthews trying to play football and trying to take a charge, and it goes against him. So that'll be a foul on Kentrell Matthews.
Nate's already lost his jacket over there.
That is early, the first 2.5 minutes of the game. 6-3, LCA on top. Gary ball with William Warfield to King of Stream. There's Rhodes spinning, and off the back of the rim, no, and pulled down by Jones. Deshaun Jones pulled it down. He gives it up over to Connor Guthrie. He's going to run it across the line, and his coach wants the one fingers is held up, so it's either play 11 or play 1.
Yeah, Mayfield right now, they're at a slow pace. I imagine they'll start picking that up soon.
Neely, an air ball, and rebounded, pulled down by Brown. Baylor Brown with a nice rebound. 6-3, LCA on top. LCA Lexington Christian Academy. Hacker goes to Road, posting up. A hook shot won't go off the rim and pulled down, and coming out of there with it is Connor Guthrie. Guthrie posts up at the top of the key. Now back pedals out toward the timeline at midcourt and still puts it down. Working out there on Dalton. That's a pair of twos, and that's going to be a 5-second call against Mayfield.
Yeah, you're seeing a much different tempo right now from Mayfield than you saw in the game yesterday. LCA also has to adjust to the tempo of this Mayfield team and try to bring that tempo down a little bit as well. Just match up so well here in this game.
Left side free throw line extended, comes out now to Brown. Give it up to Dalton. Dalton, he stops from 10, that's short. Rebounded by Kyle Road, and he stepped out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Mayfield as he was out of bounds on that play, and it'll be Mayfield basketball going 94 feet from right to left as we look out here on our floor here at Eastern Kentucky University. Guthrie throws a pass over the head of Matthews as he leaped up in the air and threw it, and Matthews just simply looked up in the air and said, I can't even catch that one, and I'm an all-state receiver. That was way over his head. 4 minutes to go here.
Here's Lancaster checking into the ball game for Mayfield, Gary. Lancaster coming in. You'll notice the headband.
Yep.
Quite the soccer player, I'm being told.
Yep, that's what we're told.
Tennis, actually. Tennis, I take that back.
Or maybe both of them, huh? Houston Lancaster. Out top. Swing it in. Brown trying to go down low. Ball knocked away from Road, and there's going to be a foul called. And we'll see who they're going to call that on.
It's going to be on number 3, maybe.
That's his first.
Yeah, I'm looking. No, they actually credit that foul to Deshaun Jones as who got that foul.
Both of them are in the area. Both of them are in the vicinity. Could have called it on either one of them. Road hits the free throw. He's a good free throw shooter. That's his first point of the ball game. He had 30 yesterday against Owensboro Catholic, 30 points and 9 rebounds. It's 7-3, LCA by 4, 3:39 to go in this first quarter, and he rattles it in. Boy, Cal can shoot free throws, can he?
He sure can. You know, voting for the Mr. Basketball is due by midnight tonight. And when you talk about the 11th region, I don't think that there's anybody else you can choose from right now with Marino being hurt other than Kyle Rowe.
Three-pointer.
What's your thoughts?
In the 11th region?
In the 11th region.
I would probably agree with that. I'm trying to think if there's anybody on Henry Clay we like as Mr. Basketball. Probably not.
I don't think any of the seniors.
Yeah, Warwick, who's their leading scorer, is only a junior.
Yeah.
So, 8-3.
It's got to be a senior, as everybody knows, for Mr. Basketball. And Marino's been out for the last 10 games.
Lancaster came down and jacked up a 3. It wouldn't go, and here comes LCA with the ball. 8-3. 3 minutes here in this quarter. Johnson out the road. Over to Brown, lets a 3 fly. Off the iron, no good, and rebounded by Matthews. Matthews in the middle of the floor, picks up the pace. Now drives the bay. He walked, no call. Throws it up, no. Should have been a traveling call, but.
Yeah. Definitely shuffled the feet a little bit.
There was some contact, but he definitely traveled. 8-3, 2:36. Brown down low to Kyle Rowe, turns, lays it up and in. Kyle Rowe got position, and when he gets that open down low, you're not going to stop him. It's 10-3. LCA on top. Kyle Rowe has 4 points. 3 by Hacker, 3 by Dalton, and it's 10-3.
10-3, our score again. We want to thank C Motors. C Motors for helping us bring you this game here today. And we'll take a look at, here's their logo, C Motors. You can reach sales at 877-293-0927 or call, or just go to cmotors.com, SEAY motors.com. Also want to thank Brandon Henson over there at Mayfield for helping us land a sponsor to help us cover the rights fees for this game.
It's LCA and Mayfield, and LCA's got the good start, and I'm going to stick to my guns. I said whoever gets off to the best start should win this game 10-3. We'll see. Mayfield down low, shot up and in. Nicely done by Neely. That's his second basket.
Well, let fans know 2:12 left to go here in this first quarter of play. Our time clock is off again.
Yeah. 10-5, LCA by 5, and there's a steal, and it's going to be thrown away as the steal was made by Carson Guthrie, and then Carson whipped it out of bounds, and going out will be Matthews and Deshaun Jones coming in to join Neely and the Guthries in for Mayfield and Lancaster. Right side, Dalton gives it out now to his teammate Walton, Tanner Walton. Walton's come in and given quality minutes to this LCA team.
Yeah.
And that opening round victory over Owensboro Catholic. And here today, they lob to Kyle Road at the free throw line, posting up. Goes to the basket, spins back left, powers it up, and a foul's going to be called, and the foul's going to go on Neely. Cade Neely will pick it up.
That's the thing about Kyle Road. He's so quick. For a big man, he can put the ball down, but, you know, he can stop on a dime and make that turn and try to get to the basket. Guy's got some muscle out there, too, so that's an extra benefit for him.
Missed the free throw. That will serve him well in college, too.
Yes.
He'll need that strong move and at the collegiate level when he plays for Liberty University. I believe Jerry Falwell started that college, didn't he?
He gets there at Liberty, and they'll probably put on about 20 more pounds of muscle on Kyle.
10-5, and Kyle Rowe trying to make it 11-5, and he does. 11-5, and Cal has 5 points. 11-5. LCA on top. Pass to Neely.
Time is synced back up.
Neely trying to go down low to Jones, and Deshaun Jones loses the ball, picks it back up, gives it over to Lancaster. Back to Guthrie. Guthrie dumps it back to Lancaster. Over it comes now to Carson Guthrie, and Carson will back it back out. I guess when we call him Guthrie, you need to call him Carson or Connor, you know?
Carson or Connor, exactly.
So that's Carson. And here's Jones to the basket, hanging, throwing it up, and it rolls off and rebounded on the backside by Tanner Walton.
And he had a burst of energy on that jump shot there to Jones.
11-5, LCA by 6 here in the first quarter. 58 seconds to go. Kyle Rowe posted back over, gives it up, and there's a jumper, and that's rattled in there by Mr. Greer. Zeke Greer rattled that one. He just checked into the game on me and rattled that basket home. 13-5 LCA.
Nate's using his bench very wisely right now.
Connor working with it out front. Connor Guthrie bounces now to Neely. Neely over to Jones. Back it goes to Connor to the basket. Glass good.
Wow, that was a nice shot.
Used Glass nicely on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got up above Kyle Road on that too. That was a pretty special shot.
13-7. Lead is 6 for the Eagles of LCA. The winners of this All-A Classic last year, and I believe they had to beat Mayfield along the way, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Brown lines up to 3, off the back of the rim and rebounded, and Carson will throw it three-quarter court off the back of the scoreboard, off the clock.
That thing went way up there.
Yeah, above that clock over there. So we head to the second quarter with LCA leading 13-7 over Mayfield, and this is the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you from Mayfield by C. What is it?
C Motors.
C Motors. SCA. We'll be back here on the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in
Atkinson Sims and Kermode PLLC. If you're thinking about bankruptcy, give them a call. Our good friend John Sims will take care of you.
We start the second quarter. Mayfield will have the basketball, and Matthews has it out front.
I want to give a shout out real quick, Gary, to Amy Bird watching tonight, cheering on Mayfield.
Connor Guthrie in danger, and he passes out of it, gives it back to Kentrell Matthews. Alonzo Daniel has checked in. He's got the ball out front. You can spot him. He's got the headband on down low. Neely waits, lays it up and in. As he waited, he let the defender just slide by him, and then Neely scooped it up and in.
Yeah, Neely's such an intelligent basketball player out there on the court. He really uses his brain when he's out there on the court and puts everything into consideration before he makes his moves.
Kyle Rode, about a 12-footer, in and out, rebounded by Deshaun Jones. Gives to Matthews down the right side. He's open from three, won't take it. Gives it back now to Connor Guthrie. Guthrie posting up, gives back to Jones. Down the middle as Neely lobs it down and gets it back. Back it goes to Neely on the slap, and he hooks it up. No, rebounded by Kyle Rode. Boy, he got up above the rim that time.
Yes, he did.
Kyle gets up, doesn't he?
He does.
13-9.
Now, you're not going to see a jam from Kyle. At least we haven't seen it. Kyle's not that type of player. He makes sure he does a sure thing and lays it off the glass.
Hacker, a deep three off the front of the iron, no. And rebounded by Mayfield, Cardinals. Matthews back to Guthrie. Connor now. Back to Matthews. He's going to let the three fly in and out. And battling for it down low will be Matthews. And he gets a little physical with the LCA player.
Yeah. And this game may turn into a physical game between both teams as it gets down the stretch, Gary.
Well, Baylor Brown was on the floor, and then his head was spun around by Matthews.
We may have a technical foul called against Alonzo Daniel. I think as he was coming back up the court, he was saying something back towards the official. And
I don't know what he was saying, because it was his player that caused the aggression underneath the basket with Baylor Brown, and that is going to be a technical foul. So 80. What is Kyle Rode, about 85%?
Yeah, he's very solid from the line.
LCA's got a pretty decent crowd here at Eastern Kentucky, and
a lot of blue. Of course, I believe the next game, Shelby Valley and Danville, so they're both blue schools too.
Yeah, we'll have that game. We'll have the Danville-Shelby Valley game as well. Looking forward to that Danville game. The Admirals, they're tough, aren't they?
They are. 19-1 on the season.
Who'd they lose to?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll look it up on my app a little bit later, but before we do their game, I'll let you know who they lost to.
It's more like, when did they lose?
Yeah, when did they lose? Exactly. 15-9 as Cal hits both technical free throws. Mitchell over comes to Hacker. Back out now to Dalton. Around to Brown. Brown back over to Hacker. Hacker looks at the zone. Back in the game is Houston Lancaster. He's out front. You could tell him, too, he's got the white headband on.
Yep. And he is a golfer, by the way.
Yeah.
We're just trying to find out what college he's committed to.
Top golfers in the state, we understand.
Yep. Very good at golf.
Dalton, something I'm not good at. Rode back to Ord, stolen by Neely. Neely reached in, picked his pocket. Ball knocked away from him. Stolen away by LCA. Brown got it. Here's Dalton. They're screaming for a palm into basketball. I don't know what they're screaming for. 15-9. LCA on top. They have lead and leather, as I like to say.
I've used that quite a bit this week, I think. I'm just used to you calling the games and me listening to you.
Got to quit listening to me. There's Mitchell out of the corner. Comes out to Hacker. Over to Kyle Rode. He lets a three fly, and that's in and out. Rebounded by Neely. Boy, Neely got up for that rebound, didn't he?
Yeah, Neely again. Nice blocks out there. Good rebound.
Matthews in the front court. Goes over now to Carson Guthrie. He averages about 10 points. The leading scorer is Connor. He averages nearly 16 for Mayfield.
Yeah, and he had 19 yesterday in the ball game.
Here's Neely, and it's blocked from behind, and a foul called as it's blocked by Johnson from behind, and a personal foul will be called.
Yeah, Matthew Johnson got air on that.
Yeah.
And he had the right position, but he caught a little bit too much of the wrist.
I took your advice, William. I wore the visor to cover the lights here.
Those LED lights are something else up top.
This visor is really making a big difference. And free throw, and Neely, that's one of the few things he hasn't done well is he missed the free throw. He has 6 points and 5 rebounds. 15-9, the lead belongs to the Eagles of Lexington Christian. Mayfield Cardinal, a powerhouse out of the West. John Kennedy, a graduate of Mayfield. That's really one of the few guys I know that graduated from there, lives in Lexington now, so that's why I keep mentioning John Kennedy. He'll be a superstar before we're off here tonight.
Yeah. Everybody will know him, won't they?
Well, they already know him, I think. But 4:47, long talk here by the officials for some reason. Now the third official is going to come in and join in the conversation.
Well, that's good because we got some shout-outs to talk about.
Okay.
Chris Payne watching tonight. Russell Morris also watching. Mr. Noonan watching. These are all Mayfield fans. Gentry Patterson also watching tonight. Brandon Henson watching tonight, I'm sure. If not, he may be here. But definitely want to thank all the folks tuning in. I would highly, highly suggest you guys watch it on YouTube, though. You get better quality on YouTube than anywhere.
I noticed we had about, maybe 1,000 or 1.5 watched the LCA game yesterday on YouTube.
Combined, we're averaging over 3,000 per game, even on the girls' games here.
Okay. Yeah, I knew most people were watching on YouTube. That's the way to go. And what was the discussion? They're talking to Mayfield's head coach.
For example, and you know, Mayfield's pretty small. Lexington Christian Academy is a pretty small school as well, but 293 IP addresses specifically watching this game right now, just on YouTube alone.
That free throw rolls in there, and I know a couple of them down in I believe North Carolina is where Mr. Brown told me his parents were watching.
Misty Tyler watching tonight. Hi, Misty. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube.
It's 15-10. LCA on top of Mayfield, and LCA has the basketball. With it out top is Dalton going into the paint. Out top, Mitchell thought about the three, now hands it over to Dalton. Hackers going to line up that three. Kyle Rode is posting up down low. Zone defense by Mayfield. Out top, Dalton, the three, got it! Second three-pointer of this ball game for Pierce Dalton, 18-10. That's the biggest lead I believe LCA's enjoyed.
Pierce is the real deal.
Connor Guthrie cut off. Gives it over to Matthews. Houston Lancaster clapping his hand. That means you take it over on the other side of the court. That's what that means. Yeah, they give it up now to Carson Guthrie. Stops from 17. Off the mark. Connor taps around. Battling for it. Neely's got it. He hesitates. Puts it up, and it rolls off, and he's fouled. And the foul will be on Kyle Rode, I believe, and that'll be his first.
Neely's a man beast down there underneath. He fights for every rebound.
That was a 6th rebound.
Victor Ramirez watching tonight, watching for Mayfield. Mayfield, I believe it's in Sandy Hook, Kentucky.
Yeah, sounds right. Coming up tonight, another All-A Classic. It'll be Danville against Shelby Valley. We'll have that game. Is that right after this one or after that one, after the next one?
I want to say it's right after this one, isn't it?
Okay.
Could be wrong, but I'm thinking so.
Neely missed the second one. He cuts it down to 7, 18-11. Pierce Dalton's hit a couple of big threes, works it across.
I think it is after the next game.
Pierce Dalton, another three out front. That's off the rim, and battle for it, and going to give it back to LCA as it was slapped out of bounds by Matthews.
Sidney McIntosh says, go Big Red. Brandon Henson. Houston signed to play golf at Murray State. That's what we're being told.
Lancaster. Johnson bounces to Kyle Rode. He pumps it up from 10. Got it. Kyle Rode. That's 9 points for Kyle. And the lead is 9. 20-11. In the middle it goes now. To the basket is Carson Guthrie off glass. No. And we're going to have a blocking foul called on Kyle Rode, and that'll be his second.
Shannon Trafford watching tonight said, let's go Mayfield Cardinals. She's cheering on the Guthrie twins. Audie Stewart says she's watching from Port St. Lucie, Florida tonight, cheering on LCA.
Down in Florida.
All the way down in Florida.
Yep, Port St. Lucie. As Guthrie, Carson makes his first free throw, and that's his first point of the ball game. It's 20-12. LCA on top. Coach Guy talking to Connor Guthrie as he comes over to the bench, and free throw connected by Carson. 20-13, and nobody coming back. Finally, they come back, get the ball from Pierce Dalton, and Chase Widmer came back and got it.
Jay Jones says, let's go Big Red.
Cal Rowe down to the left side, spinning. Baseline jumper off the rim, and battle for it. And coming down with it is going to be Guthrie. Middle to Matthews. Kicks it over to Lancaster. Back out to Guthrie. Carson out top. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Carson back out to Kentrell Matthews. 2:25 here in the first half. Gary Ball with William Warfield, the King of String. Here on PrepSpin.com, your leader for high school sports.
You called me that, I ran with it, and now everybody calls me that.
That's right. You are the king of string.
Appreciate that.
20-13, 2:08. Out top, Guthrie penetrates right side, hangs, throws it up, it rolls off, and coming down with it on a good rebound is Greer, Zeke Greer. Good job battling for the basketball. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. 20-13, LCA leads by 7. They defeated Owensboro Catholic yesterday, 56-48, behind 30 points from Cal Road, and they are playing now Mayfield out of Western Kentucky. Cal Road penetrates, gives it out. Zeke Greer got it, a 3. That's 5 for Zeke Greer as he nailed the 3. Cal Road penetrated. If we can take a look at that again, and he bounced it back out to Mr. Greer, and he canned it from out top. There it is right there. Zeke Greer, money.
Mr. Money Man, Mr. Money. Money in the bank.
Money in the bank makes it a 10-point lead. That 10-point lead is the biggest lead that Lexington Christian has enjoyed here in this basketball game here at Eastern Kentucky's McBrayer Arena, Alumni Coliseum. This is where William and I will be for the 11th Region Tournament coming up the end of February.
Yes, we will.
Here in about a month.
Matthew Krause says Danville and Wayne County. What's that about, man?
Remember, he was saying that's who they lost to.
Oh, lost to.
Because we were going to figure that out before the Danville game.
Gotcha.
Matthews spinning, gives it over to Carson Guthrie. Gives it back over to Kentrell Matthews. Penetrates. Down low to Sean Jones. Picked up down low by Neely, and a whistle and a foul called as Neely put the shot up and rattled home. I think Connor Haga has checked in. He's in number 11 for LCA.
I'm going to give a shout out to this guy. He goes by the handle on YouTube, the Stink Man. Said, go Cardinals from Mayfield.
I'm not going to even ask how he got that nickname. Matthews penetrates, kicks it over now to Guthrie. Guthrie goes down the lane, dumps it down low now to Neely, and he scoops it up and in. Neely with a nice scoop shot. This young man has come to play, and he has 10 points in the first half. We got 55 seconds.
I told you Neely was a good one.
He's a good one. Give it up now to Zeke Greer. Greer over goes now to Widmer, to Pierce Dalton. Pierce Dalton's a good ball handler.
Linda Hoffman saying, let's go Zeke.
Zeke Greer, I like that name. Greer down the paint, takes up his dribble, gives it up now to Dalton, left side, drives to the basket, throws it up off balance.
Whoa.
It almost went in, and that will send LCA. He said he was shooting, but they're going to give it to him out of bounds underneath the basket.
Yep.
23-15, LCA by 8. And you have 26 seconds in Cal Road, and Hacker coming back in for Haga. And let's see who else. Chase Widmer, I believe, is going to check out.
Yeah, Danville's lone loss was to Wayne County.
Gotcha.
Wow, Wayne County, though. Somebody must have been hurt, or they didn't have their football players back or something.
Probably early in the season. 5-second count against LCA, and he was calling for a timeout, but the official didn't give it to him. Pierce Dalton was calling timeout. He was like, give me a timeout. The official didn't give it to him. So 5 seconds. So 24 seconds, and Mayfield Lancaster has it with the left hand. 18 seconds. 23-15, 8-point lead, but Mayfield can cut into that. Down to Carson. Carson posting up. Carson to the basket, throws it off glass, no, and rebounded by Haga. 4 seconds. Dalton. Zeke Greer, a long three, and that's short. So we head to the locker rooms, and a good first half for LCA. Pretty much what they had yesterday. They lead at halftime and then held up against Owensboro Catholic. It is LCA 23, Mayfield 15 here at Eastern Kentucky University.
Just looking at the coaches as they walk off the floor as well, it appears that Coach Valentine not too happy as he was walking off the court. There's Cam Deckett with Bluegrass Orthopedics walking by us there. He's going back to the locker room too in a hurry, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But
somebody's got an ailment.
We got a presentation out here on the floor. We'll listen into that real quick.
Yeah, we'll give that up.
At this time, Nikki Bibb will present the 2019 Statewide Girls Championship Award to Middleborough High School, representing Region 13.
Some of the cheerleaders here. Is that Murray?
Middlesboro, I believe.
Oh, Middlesboro, okay.
They won some kind of a cheer award.
Cheer award, okay.
And don't forget to check out the Scholastic Ball Report Sunday at noon on the CW Lexington. We'll have, of course, GRC Lady Cards will be our Team of the Week, Robbie Graham.
You know, I know the guy that does that show.
Yes, you do. You know him quite well, don't you?
I do.
And
he's a good guy.
At 16 years we've been doing that show, and we enjoy giving high school kids some props and our scholar athletes. I tell you what, this young lady McKenna from Bath County, William, I got to talk about her. She's a Governor's Scholar, a 4.0, as we turn down the screaming cheerleaders, 4.0, FBLA. She's president of student government at Bath County. She does it all, and she plays basketball. She is tops in her class, and she's on as a scholar athlete. And also we've got swimmers from Frankfort High School, the relay team there. Check that out. Sunday at noon on the CW, the Scholastic Ball Report. Hope you don't, if you like high school sports, hope you set your DVR. Check that show out Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if the folks in Mayfield have it in their area or not. I'm sure they do with all your affiliates across the state. But if y'all get an opportunity, definitely check out that show. And then, I'm sorry, Gary, first half highlights, we'll show those here in just a second as well. But I do need to give a shout out to C Motors again. We'll throw his logo up here one more time. C Motors, as you see there on your screen, C Motors, give them a call, the sales department, 877-293-0927, or go online at cmotors.com, SEAY motors.com. The other reason why we can bring you tonight's game.
Yep, exactly right. Somebody's got to do it.
Paid the rights fees, paid the camera guy. Appreciate that. 23-15 our score here at the half. William Warfield alongside Gary Ball, and of course our title sponsor on the network, Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin.
Got to try that stuff. Joe Hall loved Mingua Beef Jerky. Coach Hall always said, you got to try this stuff.
Yep.
It's good.
It's definitely the best beef jerky I've ever had, and my
Matter
goodness,
fact,
I've had every brand out there, and there's just nothing like it.
Matter of fact, I'm going to make it a confession. I had Mingua beef jerky snack driving over here today.
Really?
Richmond, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I didn't need a whole bag, but I definitely.
I've got 2 sitting here in front of me, and we got 2 more games tonight. Of course, this one and the Danville game, and I'm debating on if that coach is going to take one of these bags home or not.
You might let him.
I think we'll hand it out to the coach tonight.
I'm just glad I got this visor blocking those lights up there. That's made a big difference for me in this game.
Brian Chill. They run about $10 a bag, Brian, just so you know.
Is it 10 or 8 something?
Yeah, between 8 and 10, depending on where you're at. But it's the best $8 you'll spend. Let's see, Donovan Bell watching.
Oh, I know.
Quatarius Cherry watching.
He stepped up.
Rhonda Deckett watching tonight. Cheering on LCA from Nebraska again. And thanks for the great broadcast, she says. You saw Cam walk across the floor. Cam walked across the floor there, Rhonda from Nebraska. So he made his TV appearance tonight. Joshua Noonan, thanks for watching again. Roy Henley, thank you. Paul Pouquet says, Mayfield, get the win. Why not? A lot of folks from Mayfield tuning into this thing, Gary Ball.
Yeah, a lot of LCA fans listening and watching too.
I think a lot of the LCA fans are right here and in attendance.
Big crowd in here for this game between LCA and Mayfield, and most of them are LCA fans.
I see Terry Johnson in the stands. I see Amy Young over there in the stands. Julie Hill's here. A lot of LCA fans here. Cheryl Rhodes, Kyle Rhodes' mom. She's up there. All right. Well, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We're going to step out just for a second, but we'll be back. You're watching the game live here on PrepSpin.
What's your starting 5? How about this one? Mild, hot, Cajun, barbecue, and teriyaki. It's the flavors of Mingua beef jerky, each one handmade from Ronnie Mingua's all-natural recipe using top-quality beef. That's what makes Mingua beef jerky stand out. Take it from me, Tom Leach. Pick up a package today, and if you don't see it, ask for it. And check them out online at minguabeefjerky.com. That's M-I-N-G-U-A beefjerky.com. And go there today to see their newest product, Mingua beef jerky meat sticks in mild, hot, or honey barbecue.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
I work really hard, but I don't make a whole lot of money. And now, my hours are being cut back at work. I've gotten so far behind on my bills, I feel like I'll never get caught up.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
We're not going to judge you.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. 859-CALL-US. In Lexington and now in London.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
By the number.
We are back here, still halftime at Eastern Kentucky University here at Paul S. McBrayer Arena. William Warfield alongside the legend himself, Mr. Gary Ball. And Gary, second half about to happen, and it was low scoring first half, but a lot of fan interaction on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube.
Thanks for watching tonight. Whatever vehicle you're watching on Facebook, we recommend Facebook, of course. LCA in the blue and Mayfield in the white. LCA will start with a basketball. It will be Dalton, Rode, Johnson, and also I'm trying to see the other player. That's going to be Hacker, and the other starter will be Baylor Brown. Same five that started will start for both ball clubs.
So Kyle Rode with it.
Yep, Kyle Rode handling the basketball. Works it across the line, straight to the basket, hangs, and he's hacked. And I do mean hacked and fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot two.
You know, nothing's going to be easy in the second half for either team.
I think that's going to be the strategy here for Mayfield is make LCA earn everything. Kyle Roden, outstanding free throw shooter. He has 9 points in this game. He can join Neely in double figures with his free throw, and he does.
24-15.
So Kyle Rode with the free throw makes it, as William just said, a 9-point game. 7:51 in the third. LCA trying to go up by 10 to start the second half, and they do. Kyle Rode with 11. The lead is 10 for LCA. Matthews trying to go now to Carson Guthrie, back to Matthews, to Deshaun Jones, working in, and there's Guthrie shot, a three-pointer, and it's good. Carson Guthrie.
You don't want him to warm up if you're LCA because that kid can stroke it.
Well, he felt good on that one, didn't he?
Yep.
Knocked it down, 25-18, cuts a lead to 7. Pierce Dalton. Pierce hit a couple of big threes in the first half, across the line, and he is going to travel with it. Good defense by Matthews.
Strong Class A tourney is what Matthew Krause says, according to some of the blogs out there. UHA number 5, Danville number 15, Mayfield 18, and 20 for Walton Verona.
Yeah, it is a strong field. Connor Guthrie gives it up over to Neely. Neely. Now here's a three, in and out, and flying through and rebounding, no, and a foul's going to be called.
And he left out LCA there. LCA's a top 15 team as well. Preseason top 10. That's mine.
Free throw will be coming to Deshaun Jones.
Free throw good.
.61 senior makes both free throws. All of a sudden, that 10-point lead is cut in half. William Warfield.
That was quick, wasn't it?
25-20, 6:46 to go in the third quarter from the All-A Classic. Goes over to Kyle Rode, left side free throw line extended. Out top goes to Johnson. Back to Kyle. Over to Brown. Back it goes to Baylor Brown. 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Brown looking for cutters. Bounces over to Johnson. Johnson works in the ball, knocked away. Knocked out of there by Carson Guthrie. Good hands. Here's Connor. And it's stolen. On a bust out will be Pierce Dalton. And Dalton on the right side, and he's going to be called, a foul called, and it's going to be, let's see if he called it before the shot. He'll shoot too. No, it was while he was shooting.
Audrey Thomas said the theme down there in Mayfield is let's get this bread. Shout out to the Cardinals. Brendan Carter says War Eagle, and the Conovan Bell says turn up time for the Mayfield Cardinals.
Dalton's free throw is good. Seven points for Pierce Dalton. 26-20. Missed the second one, and Matthews rebounds. Kicks it out to Carson. And a steal by Mitchell. Gives to Cal Road. Road over to Hacker. Back out to Dalton. 5:56 in the third. There's Cal Road right side. Baseline jumper. Good. Nothing but net for Cal Road, who now has 13.
Kyle's warming up.
28-20. Down the middle, and Guthrie shot up and in. Carson going to work. That's 5 in the quarter for Carson. 28-22. 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third period. LCA cutting back door, laying it up, missed the layup. Johnson rebounded by Carson. Carson down lane spinning, off glass, left side, good.
What a shot. Let's watch that again real quick on the replay. We're watching it full time.
That's 7 for him, for Carson.
Now we'll slow it down right there.
In the quarter. Hacker to Brown, out to Cal Road.
I'm sorry, UPS Kentucky Loop instant replay, Gary Ball.
Thanks to UPS for that.
Brendan Carter, shout out to LCA. Let's go.
Dalton hands it back to Hacker. Dalton lets a three fly. Got it again. Pierce Dalton.
Pierce having quite the game. That is his 10th point of this game, matter of fact.
10 points. Down the lane, Matthews. No, and a dunk on a stick back by Neely.
That was pretty nice. Well, Nate called a timeout quick on that. Nobody there to box him out. He crashed the boards. He threw it down. Watch this. I'm going to slow it down on the jam. You guys got to watch this. This is a great follow-up by Neely. Nobody boxing him out. Picks it up. Drops it in.
31-26. Calro with 13. Hacker with 10. 12 for Neely on the exclamatory stick back there just now.
That was a big dunk.
Put an exclamation on that one. Neely now has, on my sheet anyway, 12 points.
We'll watch that dunk again. We'll give it to you in real time one more time. Still in the timeout. C Motors, want to thank them for all that they done for us today, sponsoring this game, the rights fees. Appreciate that. Neely. You know that's got to be one of his top moments now. You'll see it again here, one more time.
Okay.
This is it for us, so they're coming out of the timeout. All right.
5-point lead for LCA. 4 minutes, 25 seconds in the third quarter.
Yep.
Here at the All-A Classic at Eastern Kentucky in Richmond, Kentucky. Almost a steal out front by Neely, and there's Rhodes' shot, and is it three? No, they say his foot was on the line.
Foot on the line is what they said. Wow.
So Kyle Rowe with 15. The other way, Matthews' shot won't go. Tapped around, and last touch by LCA. We're going to get Haga and also Widmer back in
4:04 is the correct time on the clock up there, just so you guys know watching back at home.
And later tonight we'll have the Danville-Shelby Valley game right here on PrepSpin. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be a good game.
Danville only one loss on the year to Wayne County. Do you remember Shelby Valley's record?
Shelby Valley's got a heck of a crowd. I know that that shows up for the game.
So Mayfield down by 7. And the basketball. Right side it comes now to Daniel, and that shot wouldn't go, and Daniel was fouled on the floor, so they'll give it to Mayfield.
(33-26), 3:37 left to go here in this third quarter of play.
Kay Neely hands it back to Matthews, and they have checking in the game. Alonzo Daniels in there now too. He's got the white headband on. In the middle to Neely, double team. Neely in trouble, spinning, 3 men on him now, but they get rid of it as they get it out to Matthews. Matthews stops from about 15, won't go, and rebounded, and a whistle. And let's see what the call is. It's going to be LCA basketball. I don't know what the call was. William?
I think it was an over the back type of thing.
Blew the whistle. He didn't call a foul on anybody. Okay. Zeke Greer.
Dead ball, maybe just a bad inadvertent whistle.
Widmer gives over to Zeke Greer. Dribbles out of it. Double team. In the corner, Haga down low. Cal Road up and in, and he is fouled. The basket will count. Cal will get the soup and the sandwich.
Soup and the sandwich. Just watch it again here. Kyle Road making it happen. That was a good pass, too, out there. Who gave that rock to him? Do you know? Was it Dalton?
I'm not sure who passed the ball.
I'm going to look at it here. I think it was Pierce Dalton who gave that pass to him, because he needs to get some credit here, Gary, if we can give him some credit. That was a great look. No, it was Matthew Johnson. Matthew Johnson with the pass.
Kyle Road at his 18 points. That leads everybody. Neely has a dozen. He's out of the game right now. Guthrie in there, and now back in the game is Houston Lancaster.
Micah Haley
swings
watching.
it over to Guthrie. Three-pointer good for Connor Guthrie. Connor makes it 36-29. LCA 2:35 in this third quarter. Kyle Road. Left side, stops on the left, and it won't go. I thought he was going to go glass, and there's going to be a whistle, and that foul is going to be called on Haga. That's second foul on Haga. Going out will be Widmer as Pierce Dalton checks back in. So let's check LCA's lineup for you.
18 for Kyle Road, by the way.
Yeah, I mentioned that, but they're going with, they got Dalton, Hacker, Haga, trying to get all 5 of them, Zeke Greer, and Kyle Road. That's a 5 for LCA.
I'm your repetitive other over here today.
Shot rattled in, and that's going to be for Guthrie. He has 9 in the quarter, and he has 11 overall. 36-31. Look, and he has a back tap as Kyle has his pocket pick. There's Guthrie, landed in. Connor Guthrie. 3-point ball game, 36-33. Kyle didn't see. Somebody should have told him that there was help coming, or somebody was coming over from the backside, because Kyle cannot see that.
And see, this is what Mayfield did yesterday, was that defense that they did, day before yesterday, Gary.
And there's Kyle Rowe with a bucket and the harm. They know where to go. As soon as, this Mayfield club gets close, within 3 points, they go right back to Kyle Rowe, don't they?
They do. Well, Kyle Rowe is their bread and butter. You make sure that your bread and butter is all good.
Yep.
And everything else will fall in place for you.
He's got 20 points. He had 30 yesterday, 30 points against Owensboro Catholic. Everybody knows his college choice, Liberty University.
Could have went pretty much anywhere he wanted to go. He went to Liberty. They got an amazing Christian school there.
Yep, started by Jerry Falwell years ago. 39-33. Minute 34 in the third quarter. Across the line, Guthrie. Well, Guthrie, long pass now to Lancaster. Skips it in the corner to Guthrie, and Connor lines it up, and he knocks down a three. Second three in the quarter. That's 8 points in the quarter, 10 overall for Connor Guthrie, the 6'3" senior. 39-36. Pierce Dalton kicks it in the corner. There's a three-pointer knocked down out of the corner, and that's a great shot there by Johnson. Well, Matthew Johnson,
he was from college range on that three, too. Nice shot.
Calmly, collectively, just knocked it down, cut the lead, put the lead back at 6. You know, every time Mayfield's getting it down to 3, LCA's got an answer right now. It's either Cal Road posting up or one of the outstanding shooters for LCA knocking down a 3. They lead 42-36. Just 62 seconds to go here in this third quarter from Richmond, Kentucky. Gary Ball with the king of stream, William Warfield. Here on PrepSpin.
Gary, it's an honor to bring this game to everybody. This whole week has been a really good week for us here on PrepSpin. We started off the week with that Henry Clay Trinity game.
Yeah, what a monster game that was.
That was pretty awesome. And then we've had some classics here in this All-A Classic. You know, we've had 2 buzzer beaters that decided the games here that we showed you on the network. Plus, we had a big-time 3 right before the horn sounded that decided a game earlier today with Owensboro Catholic girls moving on to defeat Murray in that game. So it's quite amazing, man, the week we've had.
It's been a great week of basketball here at the All-A Classic.
I don't think anybody else covers it quite like we do.
Well, we know they don't. Lancaster. Foul called away from the basket. I mean, away from the basket. About 40 feet. 54 seconds. Lancaster gets it in backcourt from Carson Guthrie. Back over Lancaster, lets a 3 fly in and out. Tapped up, no. And tapping that up.
Dalton comes out there with it.
Alonzo Daniel, but Dalton's got the basketball for the Eagles of Lexington Christian Academy over off Reynolds Road. I was over there at KBA today, off Reynolds Road, right across the street from LCA.
Called the KBC nowadays.
Yeah,
is
true.
New ownership.
Yep. Cal Road going to the basket, throws it up, and he was off balance, and as he was coming back down, he threw it up, and it went in.
That's that muscle he's got. He played a key role in that shot.
44-36, lead back to 8. Passed it to Neely, and he loses a handle on it. Kyle Road will pick it up, and we're going to have a foul called on Neely, I believe.
Kyle felt the ball loose on his back there. He reached around and was able to come up with it somehow.
And that foul, by the way, was the 3rd on Neely.
Let's see if we got this watch this Kyle Road move. Watch this power that he does right here, adjusting himself in the air.
That was definitely muscle. He muscled that in.
Kyle Road, big time right there.
36 for Mayfield, 44 for LCA. Gary Ball, William Warfield. Shout out to all you folks watching. Thanks for watching tonight on PrepSpin.com on Facebook. And John Kennedy from Mayfield. Good friend of mine. I think he's watching tonight too. John Kennedy. Long pass in the middle of Cal Road to get it
what
back.
a nice play they got here.
Over it goes now. And there's the shot.
They got
it. Goodbye, Will Hacker.
Wow. Did you see that play?
Yeah, I saw it.
Gary,
It
I
was
mean,
pretty.
my goodness.
That was shades of Valparaiso in the NCAA tournament when Drew hit that shot down the same spot.
That was the best.
Cal gave it back, and then they shoveled it over to Hacker.
Listen, man, I've been doing this for 10. I know you've been doing this for a lot longer than I have, but that right there was the best inbounds play I've ever witnessed. What they just did right there coming out of the timeout with 4.5 seconds left to go in the quarter, that was daggone good.
Yeah,
Nate Valentine, man. That's PrepSpin worthy. That might be the best play we've seen all season.
And definitely in basketball.
My. And can you imagine if the game was on the line and that happens?
Yeah. I mean, that was at the end of the third quarter.
Nate Valentine, you're a genius.
And that puts LCA up by 11. They led by 8 at halftime, so they extended that even more.
All right. I'm going to see if we can get this in real quick. We might not be able to, but yeah, we're going to get it.
Yeah, there's a shovel back, and then Hacker there in the corner. Boom.
It's almost like that lateral we saw down there at Lexington Catholic in football do against Boyle County. Remember that?
Yep. Here we go, fourth quarter action. Matthews gets it over to Daniel, back to Kentrell Matthews. Left side, back over to Alonzo Daniel. He lines up to 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Hacker. Heads it back to PD, Pierce Dalton. Works it across on Matthews. Dalton out front, trying to go back door to Kyle. Shovels over the right side, and they're going to just hold the basketball right now. Brown almost shot it, but he said, no, let's run some more time. And there's going to be an over the back, stolen away by Guthrie. Guthrie drives, scoops in.
Big shot there by Guthrie.
13 for Guthrie, and 11 of those are here in the second half. 47-38, just 7:09 to play. The All-A Classic. The winner plays tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, and they play the winner of the Knott County Central Walton Verona game.
Yep.
Shot won't go there for Greer. That was Johnson, excuse me.
I'm still in all of the that shot. Johnson's had a big game today, by the way.
Diving all over the place, steps out of bounds, and give it back. But that's good hustle there by Johnson.
Brooklyn Sanderson.
And, good baseball player, too, Johnson is.
Yeah, Brooklyn Sanderson said, let's go Cardinals. Yeah, he's a heck of a shortstop for the Eagles. 6:46 left to go here in this ball game.
47-38, LCA on top.
I want to get out there and do some Eagle baseball games this spring.
Yep, I do too. And there's a three-pointer out front and short front of the iron for Guthrie. And player down, shaking up a little bit. It's going to be okay.
Who is that went down? Is that
Johnson, I believe. Yep.
Got a little shaking up. Looked like he might have took a elbow possibly to right in the back of the ear there. He's in good hands. Cam Deckett out there with Bluegrass Orthopedics attending to him. They're going through making sure that he doesn't have a concussion or anything. But Coach Nate Valentine out there as well. How many times do you see the head coach, run out there on the floor like Nate did and check on his player? That tells you how much love he's got for his guys.
Zeke Greer, I believe, is checked back in, and he's in there with Baylor Brown, Kyle Rode, Pierce Dalton, and Will Hacker. Kyle Rode in backcourt, comes over to Dalton. They swing it around to Hacker. Hacker back to Brown. 6:25 to play, and LCA up by 9. They have the basketball. Right side free throw line, Kyle Rode spinning, trying to go backdoor. Now it comes out to Dalton, who's trying to go backdoor to Greer. Couldn't get it to him. Brown bounces now to backdoor. Kyle Rode waits, and Matthews comes in and fouls him hard.
Yeah, Kyle got fouled pretty hard there. Matthews, who happens to be an amazing football player right there, came down on Kyle. But Kyle's pretty tough.
That's the third foul on Matthews. The 6th-team foul. LCA's committed 14 fouls. And back at the line is that outstanding free throw shooter, Kyle Rode. Missed it.
I jinxed him.
I did.
C Motors, want to thank them for all their support here today, helping us pay the rights fee. Appreciate that.
We'll have one game, Knott County Central, and Walton Verona will play, and then right after that it'll be Danville, Shelby Valley. We'll have that game here on the PrepSpin Network.
That game's going to be Off the chart good.
Okay, I'm going to hang around and call that one. 48-38. 10-point lead. And it belongs to LCA. Matthews. And Deshaun Jones off the mark. Battle for it. Cal Rhodes says, I'll take that. He kicks it out now to Pierce Dalton. Dalton drives down right side, and they throw it over on the left side, and we're going to have a timeout called. I think we got a timeout by Nate Valentine.
Yep.
By a timeout by the bench, so 5:41 to play. LCA by 10, and that was a good heads-up timeout there by the bench.
Yeah, way to
avoiding
the
turnover.
This guy. Yep.
Avoiding the turnover.
Looking back here on your all's comments coming in, and appreciate everybody watching, everybody tweeting at us, everybody on Facebook, sending us messages as well. I haven't really checked the all these Facebook messages yet. Russell Moore said, man, that was a sweet play, that talking about that buzzer beater.
And for you fans wondering about the Frankfort game tonight with Woodford County, Darren Douglas has got that covered on PrepSpin on Mixler Audio.
Yep.
He'll be covering that, so that'll be a good Woodford Frankfort game. I saw that Woodford team last Friday over at the Toyota Classic. They're legit.
They are.
Too legit to quit. Too legit.
Took it back old school.
That was real old school. 5:41, LCA keeps possession with that timely timeout. Calro out to Hacker, lets a three fly, bullseye. He loves Memorial Alumni Gym here at Eastern Kentucky.
He sure does.
That's 9 for Hacker. All 3 of those have been trays. All 3 trays from the field.
LCA starting to pull away a little bit here.
51-38. Matthews spinning. Loses a handle on it on the floor. And
Guthrie
jump it back out, and Guthrie throws it up. Connor won't go. Taps up. No. Rebounded by Rode. Kyle Rode.
Remember LCA, before the season started out, the coaches were ranking them in the top 10, number 7 as a matter of fact in the coaches poll.
And I think a lot of that was based on, I mean, you lose 2 6'7" kids, and Carter Hendrickson, who was a stud, great player, and Hall.
Can you imagine if they had those 2 guys back?
I mean, they're both playing college basketball.
Yeah.
But they just based those the fact that Kyle Rode was back.
Yep.
Rode right side, stops short, knocked it down. He has 26. Wow.
53-38.
56 points for Kyle in 2 ball games. We still got 4.5 minutes to go in this one. William Orfield, 53-38. This 15-point lead is their biggest. Right, Daniel. And the three-pointer, good. Knocked down by Carson Guthrie. Boy, he's had a big second half.
He has.
14 in the second half. 16 overall for Carson Guthrie. 53-41.
53-41, like you said, Gary Ball. And again, we appreciate everybody watching tonight. Keep those tweets coming as well. And we'd love to hear from you guys. As Terry Pittman watching tonight, Harold Inu watching, Lori Edminster watching.
What's our dinner plans after this game? Do we have any? Is our hospitality room here?
They had one in between sessions.
Kyle Rode and LCA. Hacker has 9 points. Dalton has 10. So the support players have really stepped up for LCA.
That they have.
Kyle Rode across the line, right side. Looks out top to Dalton. Dalton puts down the dribble, angles toward the right side, cut off, double team. He's in trouble and knocked away by Matthews. He knocks it out of bounds. Quick hands there by Kentrell Matthews. Boy, he is quick on quick, isn't he?
He is. Quick on quick. That's how quick he is.
He's so quick. He's quick. Greer back to Dalton. Well, I really like the play of Dalton tonight.
He's definitely stepped up to the plate.
Yep. Road out to Dalton.
I can say that now. EKU out there practicing baseball today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here it is, cold as it is.
20-something degrees in there. Here's the steal, throws it in backcourt, and Greer will chase it down. Greer in the backcourt, jumps it over the road. Kyle. 3:26 to go in this game, and I'll tell you what, LCA, they're going to take, if it's going to be a shot, it's probably going to be a layup here by Kyle, and he's going to be fouled.
Time clock is their favorite, and we got a little bit of
extracurricular
down there. Yeah, it was Alonzo Daniel.
Yeah, he'll pick up the foul, and that'll be his second.
I think Alonzo was just kind of, he's off balance, and Kyle was just there, and he was just kind of leaning on Kyle. And Kyle got a little upset there. You don't see Kyle get upset very often.
No, you don't. Pretty even kill, isn't he?
Yep.
You know, the good basketball players, and Kyle Road is a good basketball player.
Yep.
They have that demeanor about them, don't they?
That's right. Kyle, we said this before on other broadcasts, but Kyle's one of those kids that helps other kids. And
yes.
I mean, to me, he's
out there with
a great network marketing person for LCA. He should be the spokesperson, honestly.
And Kyle gets them both. He's got 28. 28 points, 8 rebounds for Kyle Rowe.
55-41.
The Eagles by 14 with 3:10 to play. Guthrie in the middle to Neely. Back out to Connor Guthrie. The three, bullseye. That's 11.5 for Connor. 13 overall. 55-44. Right side it comes now to Greer. Dalton into the lane, fakes with the ball, kicks it over to Hacker. Back out to Greer.
Smart decision.
Yeah, they're just running clock, aren't they?
Yep.
55-44. Dalton down the right side. Kicks it over to Will Hacker on the left. Hacker, and he's going to be fouled. That will send Will to the line for the bonus. That is the 8th team foul against Mayfield. Daniel. Guthrie picked up his second. Hacker knocks down the free throw. He has 10 points now, double figures for Hacker. So he joins Pierce Dalton and Kyle Road, hits the second one, has 11. 57-44. Lancaster, and that shot won't go by Daniel. Picked up by Connor Guthrie, and that won't go off the back of the rim. Kyle Road fakes and gives it out to his teammate there. Kyle goes running. Yeah, Dalton's in trouble over there. Gives it up to Hacker. What's that? I was watching the confrontation going on between Kyle and Lonzo Daniel. They're really bellying it up to each other. Hacker, he's double teamed. A jump ball called. Hacker thought he got fouled. Part of his eye, I don't know if he wears contacts, but one of them's gone right now if he does. (57-44), William. Minute 54 to go.
57-44. You saw a little bit of pushing and shoving there between Houston Lancaster and Will Hacker. This is a competitive ball game. You know, this one's going to get this one's physical already, but we'll see how this last 2 minutes holds up here.
Dalton works it across on Mayfield. I think that was Parrott, wasn't it, in the ball game?
I think so.
Tony Parrott. And now there's Dalton, and if he's fouled by Daniel, that's all for Daniel. I tell you what, he got his fouls in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Lonzo Daniel fouls out.
He got in kind of like DeMarcus Cousins the other night in his debut for the Warriors. 15 minutes, fouled out in the NBA.
Did he really?
In 15 minutes.
Wow.
But he, of course, Cousins did score 15 in that 15 minutes.
Yeah, he had a monstrous dunk. I saw that. Minute 36 at the line is LCA in the person of Pierce Dalton.
Who's your favorite NBA team? I don't think we've ever discussed that. Do you have one?
I used to like the Celtics when they had Larry Bird, but I really don't have a favorite NBA team. I'm not a big NBA guy. That free throw was in and out by Dalton.
Yeah. People want to know, is there no shot clock? Nope.
No
in
shot
high
clock.
school basketball in Kentucky, no shot clock.
And Guthrie from 3, that's off the mark by Carson and rebounded by, and I think that's the double-double right there for Cal Rowe with that rebound.
You're right.
Foul called, and that foul's going to be on Neely. Picked up his third. Third foul on. So now it's a double bonus. I had somebody argue with me one time. So there's no double bonus. I said, yes, there is. You shoot 2 free throws. That's a double bonus. Hacker's first one good.
So 1,212 people watching on Facebook. On YouTube, a couple thousand watching on YouTube today.
So Hacker missed the second one. 58-44, 14-point lead for LCA. They'll move. If they win this, they play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Scoop won't go for Guthrie. And there's going to be a foul. So he comes over and reaches in. Carson picks it up. That's his third. Well, Mayfield came in with a lot of firepower. Really thought they'd have.
No, I thought we would be right down to the wire in this one. I really felt Mayfield had an opportunity here tonight to take it to the wire with the Eagles.
So not Central and not County Central Walton Verona play the next game. Then William and I will have Danville and Shelby Valley on the network immediately after that.
You know what that means, though, don't you? We're going to get up from here, walk around a little bit, and it's going to be like we're the mayor here. People are going to want to talk.
Three-pointer and won't go there for Lancaster. And then scooped up and in there by Neely.
Isn't that how it is when we're out? People just like to talk, don't they? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
Kyle Rhodes skips it over to Hacker down to 41, so 40 seconds, and the foul is going to be called on Lancaster.
Comes with 39 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the strong teams that LCA plays, you know, you talk about, you know, played in the King of the Bluegrass, and they played Lafayette, they played, you know, Lexcath and Scott County.
Yep.
That has to help them in games like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this their strength of schedule certainly, as Kyle Road comes out and he gets a standing ovation from the Eagles fans here.
39 seconds, and
but yeah, that strength of schedule certainly helps out the Eagles when they go into events like this, because
I know when they play, if they play Walton Verona, not County Central, I have a lot to say about that, but if they play Walton, I know they have a 6'9", 6'8" guy that didn't play in the tournament last year. He was injured.
Yeah.
He's going to Xavier.
I remember that, yeah.
Free throw connected by Dalton. Pierce.
And LCA, of course, minus 2 6'8" guys. Last year.
Yeah. Wholesale substitution. Zeke Greer is in the game for LCA. Also, Jacob Goins in the game. And there's Guthrie on the right side. Back of the rim, no. Zeke Greer and battle, and that's Haga with the rebound. Haga kicks it over to Jeff Selby. Selby in the game. Foul call with 24 seconds. Kyle Rhodes got he's got something wrong because he's talking to the trainer again.
I think they're just discussing ice, maybe.
Connor Guthrie had a big second half. Makes the second free throw. 61-47 LCA, and there's a foul in back. I don't know why you're fouling. I mean, they got a 14-point lead. I mean, there's no play that's going to get you 14 points off of a missed free throw. 23 seconds now in the ball game. 61-47 LCA. Also, I saw in the game you know that name, William?
Which one?
This young man's in the game.
Abrahamson.
Abrahamson. No first name?
Jolly Abrahamson.
Okay. Yeah, he's in the game. And checking in the game very quickly is Drew Johnson. Is that Terry's younger son?
That is.
Okay, Drew Johnson. Matthews picks it up. Comes over now to Connor in the corner. And there's a three-pointer knocked down. And it knocked down in the corner by Trevon Gray. Gray makes it 62-50.
Mayfield's going to hold off on the fouls here, and this one's over.
So the clock will run out on Mayfield. And LCA wins 62-50. The Eagles advance. They got 28 big ones from Kyle Rode, 30 in the first game, so 58 points in this tournament by Mr. Rode. And I tell you what, he's looking every bit of Mr. Basketball.
MVP, if LCA goes on to win this thing, and Rode is named MVP of this tournament. Of course, the voting ends today, but man, if he's the candidate out of the 11th region, which you and I both are going to vote tonight, and of course we're voting Kyle Rode out of the 11th region. I know he's on my vote, and I know he's going to be on yours, but
I mean, I just don't know if you can still vote Michael Marino.
You can't because he's been hurt. You can't. It's just like Dante Allen. Dante Allen, before he got hurt, yeah, man, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But he's hurt.
Yeah.
And he's missed half of the games, and you just can't vote.
So 62-50 in this one, William. LCA advances. Are we going to try to get no, we're not going to get Nate. Looks like he's going to head to the locker room. 62-50. LCA wins it. They go to play tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the semifinals.
We were intercepted by the news guy.
Yeah. And the next game will be Knott County Central and Walton Verona. The winner of that will take on LCA tomorrow night. And then tonight, Danville and Shelby Valley will play.
Nate's waiting on us, actually. Nate's going to come over here. So he's going to do his quick TV interview, and then he looked over here back at us. So.
Okay, so he's going to head over this way?
Yeah, we'll see.
You want to talk to him this time? You want me to?
Doesn't matter. We'll see what happens.
So LCA wins 62-50 by a dozen. They've led by as many as 15 points in the game and pulled it out by 12, 62-50. I tell you what, this game, I said the start of this game will have a lot to do with the outcome. I think LCA controlled it from the start.
Well, they certainly led from the start. I don't think Mayfield even had a lead that game, did they? I think it was all LCA from start to finish tonight. I know Mayfield got it close at times, but I can't recall Mayfield ever leading that ball game.
So it'll be semifinal action. LCA against.
LCA will be taking on tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have that game tomorrow. Yep. Let's see. Let me look at the bracket here. I'll get everybody caught up with that. So tomorrow, let's see, that's the girls' side. I apologize. Yeah, tomorrow at 6 p.m., you're going to have LCA taking on the winner of this game between Knott County Central and Walton Verona. 6 p.m. tomorrow. And then on the girls' side, you got a noon and a 1:30. Hey, Coach, just real quick, just give us some comments about tonight's game against this Mayfield Cardinal team.
We were very fortunate to get out here with the win tonight. I mean, Mayfield's got an excellent team and a team that I think can contend in their region and make a good run in the Sweet 16. So they're so big and physical, and you know, I'm glad it was a basketball game, not a football game, because they got some big dudes.
Yeah, that Matthews kid, one of their star football players, actually. Funny you should say that. We were talking about that on the broadcast. But Kyle had a big game tonight. You had a really good game from Hacker again, and Pierce Dalton played really well.
Yeah, it's somebody else every night. I mean, those guys step up, and Kyle's been our workhorse all year, and then Pierce makes big shots, like you said, Will. I mean, Baylor plays great defense. I mean, I can't say enough about these guys and the heart and the grit they have. And, you know, we ran out of gas there late, but, you know, we gutted it out, and we're able to hang on. And I don't know if we got anything left for tomorrow, but we'll try to find something.
How's Matthew doing? I know he went down. He was having an amazing ball game tonight. You know, we saw him, you know, a lot of loose balls that he was able to deflect. He made a couple threes in the ball game. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He just took a little shot to the head, but he's going to be fine. And, yeah, he made a huge three for us out of the corner over there. So, again, it's a different guy, man. That's what I love about this team is it's a different guy every night, steps up, makes a play, and, you know, they're a lot of fun to coach.
Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you tomorrow at 6.
Thank you very much.
All right. Appreciate it. Coach Nate Valentine, Gary Ball.
Yeah, he was very informative there on the situation, and of course another big game out of Cairo. But like he said, his support players there did a great job in Dalton and Hacker and Greer and Brown and all those guys and Johnson. I mean, they just did a super job. Those guys all know their role on the team, and they performed very well. 62-50. That was an impressive win over a very good Mayfield team.
Yeah, Mayfield's going to be just fine. You may see them at Rupp Arena come Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Gary, final comments on the night? We don't have any final stats. They haven't passed them out yet. But
yeah, we'll have the game after this one. This is Walton Verona and Knott County Central. Then we will have Danville and Shelby Valley here on PrepSpin Network. So the final 62-50, LCA wins it. They win it big over Mayfield. They go to the semifinals tomorrow. We'll have that game at 6 o'clock tomorrow night in the semifinals.
That's correct. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate everybody's support. C Motors, by the way, make sure to holler at them. We'll throw their graphic up one more time here.
And John Kennedy, the Mayfield alum.
John Kennedy. All right, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in.